In The Godfather, we witness the life behind the mafia and how the power game is played. With so many characters with their own agenda and mission, it's hard to know who will betray you or will stay loyal. Fabrizio, a bodyguard for Michael while he was in Sicily, fell victim to this and betrayed Michael. The question that so many people are still wondering is what happened to Fabrizio. Why did he betray Michael, and did Michael ever get his revenge on Fabrizio?
And then they will fear you.
Let's take a deeper dive into this. Fabrizio, along with Calo, were bodyguards for Michael under Don Tomasino while he was hiding out in Sicily. Fabrizio specifically was extremely passionate about America and can be seen in the majority of his scenes talking about America. In this deleted scene, he is asking questions about New York, and if Michael can take him there when he leaves.
Hey, take me to the America.
Thank you.
It's safe to say Fabrizio is an ambitious guy who wants to make a name for himself. And in this game of the mob, ambition can be a powerful and dangerous thing. One day while Michael, Fabrizio, and Calo were walking in the town, a group of girls came by. This was when Michael met Apollonia, his soon-to-be wife. After their walk, they stopped by a cafe, where the owner came out to talk. Fabrizio proceeded to go on about how they saw some real beauties, and very well put together women. We'll come back to talk about this moment in a bit. Now, this owner was the father of the girl Michael saw earlier, and asks permission to court her, which he eventually approves. Fast forward to the point where Sonny is killed on the causeway. Don Tomasino comes to give him the news and that it is now unsafe for Michael to be there. Shortly after Michael gets ready to leave and he comes downstairs, notices Fabrizio walking away. This is the moment Michael knew he betrayed him. And you know what happens next.
No! No,
Fabrizio had put a bomb in the car, trying to kill Michael. Why? I believe there were a couple reasons why Fabrizio betrayed Michael. Number one, he was jealous. During the film, the behavior of Fabrizio is clear. He is an ambitious guy who wants to go to America. He says he'll be Michael's right-hand man if he takes him there. He knows Michael is the son of an ultra-powerful boss, and could envision himself down the line thriving in New York. He is seen in this scene immediately helping Tomasino out of the car. This shows his craving for being seen as a worthy soldier. Another reason he was jealous was seeing him marry Apollonia. During the scene with her father, Fabrizio is going on and on about the women, and specifically, Apollonia. Fast forward a bit in the scene, and watch his demeanor change when Michael tells her father she could gain a husband. He pauses as in disbelief, not wanting to say it, and Michael has to urge him to say it. These key moments, I believe, show his sneaky jealousy he has for Michael. And once word got out where Michael was, Fabrizio was contacted and tipped off to kill Michael Corleone. After all the evidence presented, it isn't a surprise he complied with the request. But who contacted him? Well, it was Barzini all along who tipped him off. Barzini's vast contacts figured out where Michael was located, and he immediately pounced on the opportunity to take out Michael Corleone. Now let's analyze something. Why didn't Calo betray Michael instead? You see, Emilio Barzini is a cunning man and knows how to pull the strings in the game of power. I believe that Emilio did extensive research on both, and realized Calo was much more loyal to Don Tomasino and the Corleones than Fabrizio. Calo actually continued to serve Tomasino for the next 40 years, until he began to get old and made Calo the boss in the town Corleone. With that being said, Emilio realized the difference between the two guards, and my intuition says he contacted Fabrizio knowing he would comply much easier, which was the case. What happened to Fabrizio? After Fabrizio ran off, it is thought that he fled to America. The tip given by Barzini was that he'd have a pizzeria shop in Buffalo, New York for his deed. In part 2, in a deleted scene, Alneri shows a picture of Fabrizio, who is now going by the name Fred Vincent.
Sponsored by the Barzini family.
Once Michael was notified of his whereabouts, he sent Neri and other men to track down the place and had him killed by a car bomb. This was a fitting death for Fred Vincent, to say the least, since it was the same way his wife Apollonia died. Now, in the book's version, this scenario played out a little differently. In the book, Fabrizio was taken out at the same time the heads of the 5 families were. A man was sent to his pizzeria and whacked Fabrizio. In an alternate, deleted scene, Michael shoots Fabrizio himself. Though this scene has never been released and just pictures of the scene are available. So in the end, Michael got his revenge on the traitor and avenged his late wife. This scenario of the film shows Michael's mindset and his desire to wipe out every enemy he has. Throughout the films of the Godfather, he changes to what he said he wouldn't become. He wants to be his own man and joins the Marines to forge his own path. In the beginning, he shows up to Connie's wedding wearing his ranks, but throughout the film, he slowly becomes engulfed in the life his people are in, and in the end, he is the big boss. Michael's incessant hunger for destroying his enemies is there from the moment he gets mixed in with the family. From the moment Captain McCluskey punches him, he wants revenge. Everyone thought he was crazy when he said he'd kill Salazzo and McCluskey, or when he killed Calo, telling him he wouldn't whack him, then 5 minutes later doing it anyway. His almost psychopathic need for revenge is a major driving factor of Michael's rise after Vito's passing. And that's the video. What do you think about Fabrizio and his motives? Do you believe Michael needed to whack Fabrizio? Comment below what you think about the character Fabrizio. Like and subscribe for more. If you enjoyed the video, click here for a video similar.